Welcome everybody to the Brother Speak podcast. This is Brother Speak. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh boy. Oh man. I just been a part of some crazy conversations as of late, and it's just like the gender war still goes on. Um, it's just there's just a difference of opinion between black men and black women that's not going to get resolved anytime soon. So these past 2 days have been part of a conversation. And the first thing was about Keke Palmer and what happened with her and her baby daddy and that whole thing. And so my opinion on that real quick. I personally didn't see, as far as her interaction with Usher, I didn't see a problem with it personally. But I can understand some men would have a problem with that because again, it's like, which I don't understand what women wouldn't get. If you are looking at a man in a way with the googly eyes at another man, it doesn't really matter if it's a celebrity or not. Your man gonna feel some type of way. So I don't understand why that would be a problem. And you got some guys who were on here who would say, "Oh well, she was having fun. It wasn't much of anything." Okay, but let a man give the googly eyes to another woman, and these women we beat up this guy's ass, especially you got a wife or mother in that. That women do the same shit. So it's not like this is nothing new. So I didn't understand that part. And I think BMT brought up a point on his live stream. It's like, well, Lil Uzi was flirting with a woman, and JT of the City Girls threw a phone at him. So, okay, so women don't act like seeing a man give the googly eyes to another woman, and they're not going to react. That's okay for her to do that, but this guy having a reaction that he had, not the whole putting it on social media, but just having that reaction, that they can't understand that. I mean, it's just like it's like people have tunnel vision when it comes to stuff like this, and it's kind of like on a situation of women can do no wrong, and then you have some dudes who be on men that can't do no wrong, and it gets tiresome because I'm like, y'all just want to do whatever, and then when shit goes wrong, oh, blame the man fault. Like, nah, we ain't doing that here. So I didn't see a problem with what she did. Uh, the dress with her ass out, we know what it is. It's just she's trying to get attention. And the women were saying, well, he had pictures of her, and I looked through her Instagram. I haven't seen her with her ass out like that, like literally in a thong and stuff like that. I've never seen her in that type of dress. So that what she was wearing to that nightclub was new. So yeah, I can see him having a problem with that too. That's something new. That wasn't something you didn't see her on the Instagram with her ass out, like in a thong or something like that. You didn't see no pictures of that, from what I can gather. So so again, I can understand him saying something about that. But however, he should have kept that offline because if he put that stuff when he put that stuff online, yeah, there was a backlash because there's some women who feel like women should be able to wear whatever and do whatever. They were like, oh well, they ain't married, and like, but wait a second. But if your man was doing something and y'all not married, he's doing something that makes y'all look bad, you would have a fucking problem. So when do you? My thing is, when do you not have a responsibility to your partner? Is it before marriage, after marriage? Which one is it? Because if you're saying that she don't have a responsibility to represent him right before marriage, she don't have that responsibility. Okay, then what's the point of being in a relationship for? The same with the guy. I mean, when does that responsibility come into play? If that the case, then some of you women who say their husband, boyfriends be flirting, you shouldn't have a problem because y'all not married, so he don't owe you nothing. Just like you're saying, Keke don't owe him any respect. So I mean, when does the respect thing come into play? Is it before you get married, at or when you're married? Which one is it? So it's that kind of conversation going around. But like I said, he should never put that on the internet. Um, I remember like the whole thing with Stephen Curry and Aisha Curry when she said that thing on Red Table Talk. She put that out in the public that she wanted the attention of men, which I think that was disrespectful to say that in public. Now privately you can feel whatever, but you putting that in public with a man who basically taking care of you, that's a problem. Now, well, that's just natural. I get that it's natural, but at the same time, you're not supposed to put that in public. But even when she did all that, he still defended her. When really he shouldn't have. There's no defense for that stuff, personally. But he did defend her. He wouldn't go against his wife. Okay. And if he did have an issue, what she said, that was kept private. And I'll get back to the protection thing a little later, but the whole thing with not Rihanna, Sierra and Russell Wilson. If Russell has any issue with how she dressing, you don't see him put this stuff on public. In public, they are united front. When Sierra went to that dress with the shit dress, you see everything. I mean, she did way worse than Keke. Um, and he was right there. They were going in on her, men and women, going in on her, and you didn't see Russell going out defending her. Nothing. I mean, well, not defending. He defended her, and I'm like, he's right there. So what's there to say? But with her baby daddy, who's the trainer, and oh well, she's the breadwinner. He shouldn't be saying that. Wait a second. So just like you're saying with the men, that when they the breadwinner, they don't have still don't have the right to disrespect the woman. So if she the breadwinner, she get the right to disrespect him. He's supposed to accept certain things because she's the breadwinner. I'm like, wouldn't that be? Wouldn't y'all would consider if there was a man doing that, y'all would consider that financial abuse. But I guess in this situation, it's not financial abuse. It's just well, she could do that. She the breadwinner. Okay, well, hey, she the breadwinner. All right. So it is what it is. Now, again, I said that the baby daddy should not put that on social media. He should talk to her privately. And she kept doing it again. Well, hey, gotta go. You still co-parent. But when you put it online, of course, you got these women who body positivity and women can show all their goods. It's okay. That doesn't say nothing about her. I'm like, yeah, it kind of does. she's attention whore, basically. You're showing your ass and titties, everything out there like that. She didn't have to go to the club wearing that. Personal opinion. Now, not to no concert or nothing like. Oh, it's a nightclub. You're in for a bunch of people. I'm like, no. Now again, would I let her go wear that? If she would have went to me, I'm like, where the rest of this? Where the rest of the clothes at? Oh, that's what I'm wearing. No, you ain't wearing that. No, put a skirt on. You're not gonna be out with your ass out. What I'm gonna do with her? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're not gonna be together no more. Oh, you can go do that. Now, I will say there's certain places I will take her that'd be appropriate, but it won't be no cameras around. So I again, it's time and place with everything, and I think that that should not be an issue when a man saying, "Hey, you can't wear certain things," whether he's her husband or not. However, what you don't do is put that on social media because he was trying to shame, blame, and explain to Keke Palmer. And if we see that the manosphere don't work, we see with the red pill it don't work. Why do you think that's going to work for you, buddy? That's not going to work. You have no power, and that's the thing is with the SBEing with no power. You have no power. So if you don't have no power to change her mind without consequences or rewards, then you really just talking, and people are going to call it out. And he was looking like a jealous dude. Now, if he would have kept this privately, nobody would have known about this. Now, if she decided to put that out there, then yeah, she looked like a pathetic person. But since he did it, now he looked like a jealous dude. Can't handle. And here's the thing. Usher said it. R. Kelly said, "Don't bring your girl around me. Remember, I'm the king of R&B." That was R. Kelly said. Don't bring your girl around. If you bring your chick, I'll leave with your chick. If your woman going to the concert, she could go. Now, again, with Kiki thing, I don't think she was trying to give she just getting attention. Not good attention, but attention. And it's sad that she got the most attention she's gotten in years is she had the club dancing with Usher with her ass out. That's a sad state. Not for her acting, not for her being on Broadway. No, she in a dress with her ass out. And I would say like when I first saw this story and I saw the outfit, I'm like, what is the problem here? I I ain't see the problem. Oh, titties out. Oh, come on. Had this that's like normal attire for some of these women now. It's like, but now, but when I saw her turn around, I was like, oh, okay, now I see what the problem went. Now I see what the problem is with the dress and stuff. So I like, but again, I'm saying like she was trying to get attention, and I can see why he would have a problem with that too. Because again, I went through her Instagram. I ain't see no pictures of her with her ass out. I ain't see her in no thong or nothing like that. I or anything ain't going to that point. So this is new for her. So I can see why he would have a problem. But again, take that shit offline. Don't bring this online because you're gonna look like a fool. Again, SPE don't work. Ramil has been saying it. Ty City has been saying it. AM1 has been saying it. You've seen this time and time again. SPE does not work, especially with women who got some clout. That don't work. Kevin Samuels tried. It didn't work. I mean, how many times do guys got to try this SPE and find out it don't work with no power? Again, the key component to make SPE work is power. And if you don't have no power in your relationship, you just crying like a bitch. So I mean, it's a sad situation that he had to do that. Then he scrubbed his Twitter, I guess Instagram account because those women were going in on him, which he deserved. It's like, why did you put that in public? That should have been handled privately. It's like, again, you bring stuff out public in the public, then you get the right to get criticized, good or bad. No, I've seen when women when they say this stuff about they and they get criticized, but then they you can't judge me. I'm like, yeah, we can. Yes, we can because you put this out in public. When you put it out in public, you're going to get criticized. That's the way it works. So with homie, you put that out there, you got criticized. So he had to scrub his Instagram, took the pictures of him and her off it, scrubbed all that, and which I'm like, why are you doing all that? I don't know. That just seemed very weird and petty and sad. But this is what we got out here. A lot of sad, petty people. Weird, but that's pretty much it with the Kiki Palmer thing. I mean, hey, it is what it is. She was going out there for attention. I didn't think nothing of it with the dancing, but I can see when men would, and it's like, oh, and he tried to do it. The baby dad tried to do SPE, and it don't work. SPE don't work with no power. So I get it. So that's how that goes. So another interesting conversation that we had yesterday on BMT's channel, we was talking about black women channels, and he was talking to me about the channels that I used to go to. Um, those women would talk to you, would go in on you and like going on me how like what like how like well they didn't mention your name and like yeah because if they did that would have been a problem. They going after black men, other black men. I don't know, but I'm like, but my thinking, and I thought about it after the fact. I'm like, but we going on black men too. This is not like it's kind of like okay, we're mad at them for going in on black men. We on those channels, but we going on black men. So it's kind of like you're gonna get mad at them for going in on black men, and be say that well, why are you over there when they going in on black men, but you going on black men? And I'm kind of confused because everybody goes in on black men, everybody goes on black women, and they be sitting up there right there. But we want to criticize the person for being on the channel when they're going in on black men or black women, but yet we all these different channels go in on black men and black women, and it's like okay, well if that's the case, okay, there are a lot of channels that we probably shouldn't be on, like DJ Torch, Faith channel, because Faith get going on black men too. I mean, I'm sorry, Bomb. I mean, there's a bunch of women channels that go in on black men that black men be on, and it's kind of like okay, if you're gonna go on these channels, then all right, well then just don't go on the women channels, period. Because inevitably some black man is gonna piss one of these women off, and then they're gonna go in. And to me, and I remember like Ebony Star, like they wasn't going at me personally. And when they did, I checked them on it when they did. But as far as like them going in on black men, that's them. They angry. They bitter. They some of these women are bitter. It is what it is. And I can understand where he would say, "Well, you seen." I guess he was trying to imply that it would seem like you're a black men hater channel. And I remember talking to Max and the Star about that. I said, "Well, no offense, but you have these women over here. You're going in on black men all the time. You don't believe black women are accountable for their own decisions. So it's going to look like you hate black men. Not saying you do, but that's what's going to look like. You associate with these people, so you get that title. So, and I think that's what BMT was trying to imply that well, you come off as a black man hater channel. I'm like because you hang around these people, and I'm like, well, no, but again, we can't be going in on black men, but then get mad at the women going in on black men. It's like okay, well, which one you either you don't go in on them and you disassociate with all the channels, all the women channels that go into. That means you have to get you have to stop being around Faith. You gonna have to stop being around certain women channels because they go in on black men too. Sexy Red too. Okay, so I mean, if we're gonna go that route, okay, well, none of these women channels you should be promoting or being around. Period. Period. Me, I don't give a shit because it's like, listen, these women ain't going at me personally. They ain't talking to me personally. I don't give a shit. And if they did, I still wouldn't give a shit because they ain't feeding me, financing me, or fucking me. Since they ain't doing none of that, I don't give a shit. I've had women on panels call me gay. Oh, you feminine. I don't give a shit. Because, but these will be the same women who will listen to a guy literally say, "I will stick a dick in another dude's mouth and bust." But they will call me feminine because of my voice. My voice get up high. I'm like, that's why I say I don't take these women seriously. They talk about how these men talk shit to them, but they'll go to a same channel, different channel with men talking shit to them and justify it. I don't take these women seriously. I don't take them seriously. So it don't bother me they say shit about black men because I know a lot of these women are bitter, angry, hurt. They don't. A lot of them don't have no lives outside of YouTube. They say they do, but if you're every time out your mouth, black men are failing, black men are this, yeah, you ain't got no life like that. Okay, you really don't. You as a woman don't have no life. So I'm just here. I listen. I'll talk, but again, if you're not taking a personal shot at me, I don't give a shit. But I always do with the pushback. It's like, okay, well, promote the men that are doing what you said they want to do. They don't want to do it. Then you know where they at. They at. Then you know where they are. I really had one woman say, well, we should punish the good black men because they're not speaking on these bad black men. I'm like, what black man got time if he's doing what he's supposed to do? What he got time to be online trying to argue with a bunch of goofy niggas? And you want to punish him for what they do when he's doing what he's supposed to do? I'm like that type of woman is like then there's no need to be talking, having her have a conversation with her because she's letting her bitterness and anger get the better of her. Because my thing is like you, if you want, it's one thing you want to go after the manosphere, great, no problem. I don't have a problem with that. Some of the talking points they have is stupid. I don't have no problem with women going in on them. They insulting black men, go to town. I don't care. But if you want to punish the good man and go in on the good man because you don't feel they're defending y'all enough, even though some of these dudes are doing that, you want to punish them. That's when I'm like, you're going too far, sis. And you're gonna make more enemies than you're gonna make allies. I don't I don't I have no problem going after dudes who do women doing dudes dirty because they doing dirty shit. I don't have a problem with that. But when you're going after good dudes and doing them dirty, because you got to axe the grind because your baby daddy, no, you're doing it too far. And no, I'm not going to defend you. And no, I'm not going to support you. I'm not doing that. And like I said, I'll go to the channel. I'm not cash apping these women. I don't put money in their pocket. I do not. There's a difference between, yeah, you're just there and you supporting them. And the only female channel that I like support is Fake Channel. Because even though she do go in on black man, she do go in on black women. She's fair, and I don't have a problem with that. But and no shot to BMT, but if you're saying that, okay, we should be going on channels, well, guess what? You got to leave Faith alone. Oh, and also Jean, because every time when she's not on here enough. But when she do get on there, she get on the main focus is black men. So yeah, you have to go in. You have to disassociate with her too. I'm like, so there's a lot of dissociation you're gonna have to disassociate with if you want to get on me and the channels I roll with. Like I told them, like, I don't go to Ebony Star no more because you know, to me, like I said, they that's for black women, and I'm cool. I'm cool with that. But I'm not gonna have emotional breakdown on it. I'm not gonna be like going up there and confronting Max on there. I'm like, that's not my. I don't care. That he told me from the jump that's what his channel is, and and it's apparent. He don't even care at some aspect. He don't even care about the black boys. He just want to see make sure the women are good. Okay, cool. But let me move away because look, I don't trust certain men who all they do is is for women, women, women. I don't care if they're a player or they're uh, defending women to the point of absurdity. I don't trust men like that because they'll stab you in the back. If that woman said you did something dirty, they will stab you in the back. I don't I stay away from people like that. I don't even like men who talk to me all the time about women. I get away from it. Whether good or bad, or like, listen, dude, there's other things in life than women, bro. You women's your god. They ain't my god. I don't fall at the feet of women, and I got women supervisors. I'm not following. I'm not kissing their ass either. Now I follow them because they're my supervisors. I say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, all that different stuff. But you're not gonna see me kiss ass. You're not gonna see me defend them when they don't need defending. I'm not gonna do that either. So if I don't do that in my real life, why would I do that online? Now I defend certain women when it's necessary on certain things, but like the whole thing with Kiki Palmer, I did. I didn't really defend her. I was just looking at both sides of the situation. So I wasn't even in defense, but I guess some guys would look at that like, "Oh, you defending her." I'm like, I wasn't. I'm just looking at both sides of the situation. But and it goes into the whole protection piece because protection convo, and I get irritated talking about protection because it's like when people talk about protection and even provisions, it's coming from a place of selfishness, in my opinion. When these women talk about it and these men talk about it, it's from a place of selfishness. Me. You supposed to do this for me, or I'm not gonna protect these women because this woman did me dirty. And okay, I get it. In my real life, I've never had this discussion with my ex, with my mother, or nothing like that. I've never had these type of discussions. It's fucking weird to me because it's just innate. If she wrong, no, I'm not defending it. I'm not protecting you when you're doing wrong. That should be a no brainer. But it has to be talked about because we've got women on here who you supposed to protect black women regardless. And I'm like, no, no other group of men does that. And see the difference between black men and other groups of men. Black men talk way too much. These other men do, and they use their power to do it. They give their protection to who they deem worthy, and they use their power to do so. They don't have to talk; they just do. Have you even seen it recently? How many with the whole thing with Stormy Daniels? You want to talk about protection? You know, if with Trump, they used her to go after Trump, and then when they were done with it, they threw her away. See, these white dudes, they show you how who they protect, who they don't protect. Hell, with that judge that was going up for Supreme Court, they try to use this chick from I don't know where, try to use that chick against him. After they seen it didn't work, they threw it away. You don't even hear about her no more. These people don't. When they talk about protection, it's like, oh, well, just protect me, whatever. That's not how that goes. Protection has conditions and stipulation, and if the women don't meet that stipulation and condition, guess what? They're not protecting them. My brother was dating this white chick, and I'm like a homeless white chick. They're not protecting these women like you think it is, and they don't give them protection just off GP. It's a condition. It's a stipulation. You can't be making me look bad out here. And if you are, you're on your own. That's how it should be. That should be natural. But to certain people, it's like, no, you should just protect me regardless. I can do whatever, I can say whatever, I can wear whatever, and you should just protect me, whatever. I'm like, no, that's not how that goes. You're abusing protection. And that conversation ain't done enough. How some women abuse protection. And it's not just black women, because I know a lot of black women stuff has been in the news with Calissa Hood, the Travis Rudolph trial, and the whole thing with Keke Palmer. Um, I know that it's been up, but about this protection piece, but Other women abuse their protection too. White women have abused their protection a lot, especially against black men. It got to the point where even the white dudes are like, "Listen, Karen, you need to stop that bullshit." Now the white dudes are clowning white chicks being Karens. They clowning it because they got tired of it. Listen, I'm not coming out here. This dude ain't doing nothing. Don't call me out here no more. I, some of these Karens are getting arrested. Like they ain't doing nothing. Leave them the fuck alone. What you doing? Oh, you need to. Okay, chick. All right. Well, we're gonna take you to jail now. Fuck out of here. We ain't coming out here spending our taxpayer money, wasting our time dealing with you because you and your fifis over some black dude around or black kid around. The fuck out of here. So it's not just black women abusing protection; it's white women abusing it. There's other groups of women abusing that protection. But again, black people put on Jump Street. All dysfunctions put on Jump Street because of the media, and our words are out here because we're the most vocal, both sides. But again, this protection piece is just uh, I hate talking about it. I get irritated talking about it because it should be just natural. Yes, there's conditions and stipulations to protection, just like submission. There's conditions and stipulations to everything. All these natural things all have natural conditions and stipulations. It's not innate. You doing everything is situational. Life, or if you want to make it transactional, everything is transactional. You give something to get something. That's natural. That's reality. Nobody is just doing something just because they're trying to get something out of it, even if you don't even see it. Even if it's just internal gratification, people are doing stuff to get something out of it, whether it's money, whether it's validation, sex, whatever. People are always doing something to get something. And in the case of protection, it is no different. It's just that black men are more vocal about it, and some white men are vocal about it, and now the women are more vocal about it. But this is stuff that's been going on forever. There is no men just protect women just because. Women just don't submit to men just because. There's something they're getting out of it. And the sooner that we recognize that, the better off we're going to be with these conversations. No, what you need to do to get that type of protection that you say you want from that black man? What you going to do to get that type of submission from that black woman? What are you willing to do to get that? If you're saying nothing, well, you then you don't get it. My ex-wife didn't need to. My ex-wife treated me like a man, so I treated her like a woman. I treated her with the respect and dignity and protected her when need be, defended her when need be. But when she was acting a donkey, no, I didn't defend it. But I didn't go online to abuse her and talk about her like that. I didn't do that. I, I I've seen her have drag out arguments with her own mother, and I didn't come into her defense. When she was wrong, I told her she was wrong. When she was right, I told her she was right. And I talked for her, for her mother, for her brother, for her father, and my own mother when need be. When it wasn't necessary, she was wrong. Yeah, no, I didn't. I have her back. I would tell her, "Hey, you're wrong." But I didn't do it in front of her mom or anything. I would tell, hey, I put this aside. Hey, you were wrong for that. And again, it comes back to discretion. We want to put all this stuff on Jump Street. We want to put this stuff online. Every thought, every opinion that we have, we want to put online. Instead, some of this stuff need to be private. But because, like I said, there's no consequences for saying the stuff you say. Nobody's gonna come. Nobody gonna come over there talk to you breezy like that. Nobody's gonna come hit you. Nobody's gonna do none of that stuff. So that's why people feel so emboldened to say stupid, crazy shit, and then want people to defend them, protect them. Like, no, nobody's gonna protect you for doing saying crazy shit. Okay, it's crazy. Discretion. You have to have discretion, especially when you talk about relationships. If you don't have no discretion in your relationships, you're not going to be worthy of protection, provision, submission, admiration. You're not even be worthy of a relationship if you don't have that. And I don't care what you've been through in the past. You still have to earn it. Every woman earns protection and provision. Every man earns submission and admiration from a woman. You have to earn that with every man and every woman that you meet. You don't just get it off GP. And you have to be really careful about a person who will give you these things just off GP. It's a scam. Dudes who pander way too much to women, scamming. Women who pander way too much to men, scamming. They playing you. Like I said before, if you're weak mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even physically, you are food to these people out here. You are food. And that's online and offline. You are food. And you will be used up and spit out. So you want that type of protection, you want that submission. It got to start with you as a person. How you move, how you carry yourself. You have to move in a way that is worthy of that protection, provision, and submission. You have to. If you're not doing that, you're not going to get it. Then you got to look at the people. Then even that, then you got to look at the people that you're trying to get it from. Who are you trying to get it from? Some lame ass goofy nigga who want to cry online about a woman's dress size? Some goofy ass chick who want to cry about a dude they haven't met? This is what you're looking for submission from? Protection from? Again, this is a topsy turvy world where we're trying to get stuff from the very people who are not capable of doing it. They will support the most ratchet of the ratchet, and you want them to come to the table. You want them to be the leaders. In what world, except I in what crazy world would you think that would work? I gotta ask that. What world would you want some of these people to be your protectors, your providers, and the people that's going to submit to you and nurture you and be a nurturer to you? What world do you want these type of people to be? What world would you want someone like a brother polite, someone like a Suki Hana to be these people that you want on your team. What world do you live in? Or Keke Palmer, or the her fucking baby daddy. What world do you live in that you want this person to, to be these things that we want? Be fathers, be better wives. We got to get out of that shit. You want the man to provide, protect, be the woman that he's going to provide, protect for. If you want the woman to submit, then you be the man that you want to submit to. If you're not going to be those things, you want to be kind of be a if you want to be the opposite of that, well, you get what you get. You get what you ask for. That's that should be common sense. But common sense ain't common, especially online. It's like we forgot about common sense. We want what we want. Damn if we are worthy of it. Damn we we're worthy of it. Too many entitlement issues online with men and women. I'm entitled to protection. No, you ain't entitled to shit. I'm entitled to submission. You ain't entitled to shit. You earn that. And if you think you don't earn it, something wrong with you. Life's gonna teach you that. Life's gonna teach you. Life has already taught y'all. That's why you're crying about it so much. It's taught you, no, you don't earn you didn't earn it. You didn't earn that protection. You didn't earn that submission. You didn't earn that respect. You ain't earn it, you don't deserve it. You think I didn't get I got the respect of the people at my job? I had to earn that. That took time. They don't know me from a can of paint. I had to earn the respect of inmates. I didn't just, oh, I'm an officer, you respect me. No, I had to earn that. And it took years to earn that. Gotta earn it. Everything everything you talk about, you got to earn. And if you and that's natural. You have to earn that. And if you ain't earning it, there's something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with the other people. It's you. You're the problem. And I don't care what these men have to say, these women have to say. If you're not getting what you think you deserve, you're the problem. In the discussion. You. Not these black men, not these black women, not white supremacy. No, you. You. It's just you. Look in that goddamn mirror. Don't look at all these black men of the past now. Don't look at the women of the past of now. Look at you. Stop wishing for the 50s and the 60s. It ain't happening. We don't have, the economics is not even there. What are you willing to do to get what you want? That's it. And you want to sit there and cry and complain online and wanting somebody to say, yeah, you nothing wrong with you. Guess what? You're gonna get exactly what you asked for. Nothing. You'll be keep crying 10 years later. Or you'll probably get somebody, but he ain't worth shit, or she ain't worth shit. Then you'll be crying about that. Like, and I'm just gonna be like, who gives a shit? Black girl magic. Hey, make that magic work. Still can't get no man. 5 years later, 10 years later, still ain't got no man. Sound like that's a personal problem. You red pill, but you still ain't got no woman. You still you crying about women after the fact. Sound like a personal problem, buddy. Sound like that's a personal problem, not not a women problem. That's a personal problem. Women don't respect you. Personal problem. Men don't wanna claim you. Personal problem. All these are personal problems. To me, entitled people. Un, and un like for what? I'm a woman, and I'm a man, and your mama's a black woman, and but you ain't. You're not my mother. You're not my sister. Well, your father, a black man, and you're not my dad, not my brother. So I might give them some grace. I ain't giving that to you. I ain't got to. Like I said, you ain't feeding me, financing me, or fucking me. I don't give a fuck. And you get nothing from me. It has to be earned. And if you ain't earned it, that's a you problem. Not that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. Sorry. But yeah, that's some crazy shit, man. This thing is just getting it's out there, and people feel some type of way. I can't believe these women, these men, and like, well, look, man, go outside, go outside, for fuck's sake, go to a club, go walk in the park, go do something. Jesus, if you let this internet, you let this internet tell you, um, black people just they don't want to be around each other. And I'm like, bro, I go outside, I go to work. Black people are talking to each other. We having fun at work. We go out. We having fun. I go to the beach. Black couples. I go to the anime convention. Black couples. It's not that bleak. But if you let these people online tell you, oh, it's just the worst thing in ever. Like, okay, bro. Okay, sis. I get it. You're depressed. Good. Keep your depression over there. Let's see why people don't want to be around you. You're miserable. I wouldn't want to be around you either. It's like, God damn, damn. Get the fuck away. Angry and bitter and yelling and screaming and black men and just the words and like when history has taught you that that's not even accurate. Black women are the worst, even though history has taught you the exact opposite. But what can you do? All you can do is sit back, watch, watch how this gender war is, and this people is just so bitter and angry because some dude, some chick said something. Now they just making up all kinds of goofy shit. Black men never cared about black women, even though that's a lie. Black women never care about black men, even though that's a lie. It's like so many lies and just horrible rewriting of history to the point where it's just like I don't want to do. I don't want to be around none of these content creators. Honestly, it's like I don't even want to. I don't want to even be around them because I know they're gonna say something stupid. They say gonna go say something that that they're not doing some real digging. They'll say something like, "Well, black men has always been fought to be with white women," even though that's kind of that's not true. You have one black man trying to be with his white woman who was his wife, trying to be trying to do that, but you paint all black men are doing this. It's like no, that's not really the case. Black women that always want to be with white men, even though it's like there's certain black women who were. It's not the case. But everybody gotta have their fucking enemy. Everybody gotta have their demon that they gotta fight. I just be like, I'm just gonna stay out of it. Y'all have it. Y'all have at it. I'll watch in the clouds. I'll get on the panels, but on certain things. But as far as like getting into these protection combos and these submission combos, I'm gonna stay out of it personally. I'm tired of it personally. I'm very tired of it because it gets on my fucking nerves because it's it's just an entitlement that these people have that gets on my damn nerves. And it's to the point where it's like I don't think none of y'all deserve it. I don't think none of you really do deserve it. The people online. Now people offline, if you're not doing none of this shit, yeah, you probably but even then you still gotta earn it. But a lot of these people online, y'all don't deserve it. You never earned it. You will never earn it. You don't deserve it. You're just entitled little pricks and bitches that want people to fall on your feet. And it's really at the end of the day, it's about control. You want to control people. You these women want to control the men, and the men want to control the women. Sorry, you ain't got the power to do it. Some of your women pussy ain't y'all can't even keep a man. Some of these dudes, you got this dick, but you can't even keep a woman. They still dogging y'all out. A lot of y'all, the only you're good for is dick and pussy. That's it. From the way y'all talk, and some of you, it's not even worth that. Some of y'all just ain't worth it. You're not worth defending. You're not worth protecting. You're not worth submitting to. You're not worth anything. You're just worthless. You're worthless pieces of garbage. And the more you talk, the more you just show it. And there's too many people who will defend them, even though they shouldn't. Well, you have at it. I know what I'm not gonna do. I'm not doing it. But hey, y'all can have at it. Y'all can have it. It's not gonna be my hill to die on, man. It's just not. Just not gonna be my hill to die on. Cause I got a life to live. I'm gonna be 44 in a week. I'm not gonna have my blood pressure raised and croak out over black women. I'm not gonna have my blood pressure raised and croak out over black men. These people online, they're not worth it. Then they really not. So anyway, thank y'all for being here. If you're listening to this whole thing, thank you for listening to me rant a bit. But it's just that this stuff is just getting to the point where it's like they want you to choose a side, and okay, I'll choose a side, my side, and my side is going to be whoever benefits me, and if it benefits me, okay, I'll roll with it at the time. But when it don't benefit me, I'm out. Hmm, that's all it is. So And that's how you should be, black men. If it benefits you, do so. If it don't. If it benefits you to defend a black woman, do so. If you don't, you don't. That protection that they ask for, it has to be earned. But it has to come with conditions and stipulations. You don't get protection just off GP. Nobody else is doing it, so you should not do it either. And with that, I'm out. Black men, be powerful, be powerless. The choice is yours. Peace.